Everybody, Rattlehead 50222 here, the starting reviewer and a patriot of my country. And let me tell you all, the recent events that's happened in the past couple of years, the normal American is so naive to, because we've been brainwashed into this bullshit because we want to trust our government. At the same time, they're fucking us up. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I go by the facts. The fact is, the Department of Homeland Security, the Patriot Act was a pure fucking smash on our constitutional rights. I mean, they're building up an army for what? Guess what, Americans? They're building up an army. It's called the Department of Homeland Security, which means they're going to war with us. It is fact. They are building up huge ammunition, tanks being shipped all over the country for the eventual setup for police state. They've already got checkpoints I thought was a myth. They're not. This government is a tyranny that is continuing to take away our rights little by little. Eventually, people, this universal background check, well, who's to say that the guys that made these laws say, well, you know, you were ADHD as a child, it may come back and you may be a threat because of the Batman guy that killed everybody was crazy. So, you know, folks, you need to unplug yourself awake and realize what's going on. A lot of shit is going on. Our government purposely sent all our jobs to other nations. You cannot have a superpower continue to be a superpower if there's no industrial movement. We're post-industrial. Our countries are our states are becoming bankrupt. There's no job build up, and yet you see the stock market at all-time highs. It can't, you know why? Because we keep printing money that's basically worth nothing. That's why our gas prices are so high when they should only be about $1. Because we've printed so much money into the circulation, these fake dollars that don't mean shit, Federal Reserve notes. It doesn't mean a fucking thing. And banks we are the bank's slaves. And they're killing the middle class. If there's no jobs, we pay the most taxes the middle class does. And it's killing us because they're killing the fucking jobs. It's like this government wants to see America fall. It's ridiculous. We need to stand up, America. I'm not a conspiracy theory. I go by the facts. You know what I'm saying? I kind of believe that there's an elite that controls the world. It's common sense, folks. If you have all the money, you tell nations what to do because you can either A, buy them out, or go with this and decides who rises, falls, and stays in power. They have and they're pushing for a globalization. Every elite that you hear talk all want globalization. Globalization means one world government, one world power. Sovereign nations will be no more. And anybody that tries to stop this, because we're a nation of gun owners, will be called crazy and fucking and be took. People, we need to do something now. Like I said, I don't do videos for fucking, for money or nothing. I don't want a person out there. If you watch this, you know what I'm saying, if you agree with me, please. We own most of our debt, which you don't realize. And folks, this Ponzi scheme of America only bringing in $2.2 trillion a year in gross domestic product, but spending $3.3 trillion a year with interest, that money will never be paid back because they continue to kill the middle class. And eventually, the only solution it's going to be is a new world. We're going to be so far in debt that a new world currency is going to have to take place to dissolve all the debt. but that means you lose your sovereignty and your rights. Why do you think the DHS has built up this mass army in the past year? What's the point? Think about that, people. This shit is really going on, and it's really getting fucked up. And I mean, we need to start waking up. I'm not fuck the Alex Joneses. He's cool. He goes, I mean, he speaks a lot of good points, but a lot of the points he reads is not from non-reliable sources. All right, but if you look at a lot of these stuff, these conspiracy theories talk, man, they're getting bills straight out of the U.S. Congress and shit and reading you bills. And it's like they're crazy for saying it. People, we are heading down a downslope. And keep in mind, the entire world, if the American dollar crashes due to the fact that it's backed up by oil, that American dollars purchase oil, you have to have American dollars to purchase oil. We've gotten everybody involved in this worldwide. So if our dollar crashes, there's only one solution, and that's a new world order of tyranny and fucking just straight chaos. No more Constitution. They will shred it up. People, you wake up. Plug yourself out of this consumer slave and world that we live in, because it all depends on how many tax dollars is. And I'm not a smart guy. I'm not an educated guy. Some of the stuff here, I may say, might not be 100% fact, but some of it's true. Look at Greece. Every time that they expanded a government to replace a job, they had to continuously to borrow money to pay these government employees, which in turn wasn't putting enough tax revenue in the economy to pay back this interest and loans that they owed. How long do you think? I think it's going to be for these big banks that they have all the money are going to say no more, America. And when the dollar crashes, chaos ensues. They've already got FEMA camp setups to where if you're going to violently resist against this new world order, people, it says new world order on the back of the dollar bill underneath the pyramid. Norvis Oro Secularum means new world order. It's been on the bill forever. What we have in our pockets is Federal Reserve notes. It's not even real money because they keep printing and it's worthless. It all goes into a Western bank and there's no telling what kind of currency they're already using. And they got the whole world in on it to where if we fall, everybody falls. So the only solution would be a fucking one world government so all the debt can dissolve into that. And we're fucked, people. Please wake up. If you like this, share this, whatever. Give me your comments and enlighten me on how we can ever fix this debt crisis. It's impossible. Because if every man, woman, and child on the planet paid their debt off, there would be no money in circulation at all. Because once you add a dollar to kill a dollar, it kills that money. That money's no more. It just don't be like, oh, well, the debt's paid, we're good. It takes money to pay off that money, but you still have the interest. People, wake up. Wake up. You're so used to getting on the internet, you don't even know who we are anymore as a race. We're fucking, they distract us with this shit, the internet, the fucking TV. They only report what they want you to hear. But look up bills, HR 625, HR 645. Look them bills up, man. This shit is a reality, folks. We are headed for a fucking tyranny disaster. Because there's 7 stages in democracy. And the last 2 stages is... Well, the last stage before bondage, because we start out in bondage, it comes full circle, is dependency. 40% of the nation is reliant upon entitlements. We're a welfare state, which means government pays this shit with the GDP. If we only bring in 2.2 trillion a year gross domestic, domestic product, which is falling every year because we keep sending our fucking jobs over to China because of greed. People, the system has to be changed. We need to rise up. We need to figure out what the fuck can we do with these motherfucking people that are fucking nuts and evil. And I mean, ask yourself, you know what I'm saying? And don't consider this as theory. A conspiracy theorist, because it's true. They're putting fluoride in our water, the most deadly fucking toxin to man. They're throwing it in our water. That is a fact. 68% of the country is got fluoride in the fucking water. That's just one. There's so many more people. It goes way beyond your thinking, because these people have all the money and they got more knowledge. They're smarter than we are. You know. So look at the record highs on Wall Street. If the unemployment rate hasn't dropped. If nothing, it's stayed the same or it's actually rose some. Then you have all these entitlements that's rose in the past 10 years. That money just don't appear, man. When you have a food stamp card and you pay it, that money has to be paid back from tax dollars. Well, if there's not middle class to pay the tax dollars off to fucking... It's just you have to double and triple the debt to keep this sustainable. And eventually, everybody's going to be like, what the fuck? But the problem is the whole world is invested in our dollar because they have to buy oil with our fucking dollar. We are set up for either a World War III or a fucking nasty fucking one world order, period. That's the agenda. George Bush Sr. said it. George Bush Jr. said it. And Obama... They're all the same, folks. You think you fucking elect a Democrat and Republican, and really you get who the powers of the world want in office. A prime example. Romney had all the money, and Obama spent like $2 million and beat him because he was the one wanted. Because he's destroying this nation. It ain't just Democrats. It's Republicans. George Bush signed the fucking Patriot Act, start all this bullshit. All right, and then staged a war. And I'm not even going to call the World Trade Center a falsified attack, even though 80% of America knows it's bullshit. Created a war based on fear to tell us. We got to go and stop the terrorists, even though 80% or 19 of the hijackers were from fucking Saudi Arabia, and we thought the mastermind was in Afghanistan. Well, the whole time, he wasn't. So we invade two countries. One, we say they got weapons of mass destruction. Never found. So it was just there's too much to it. The BBC reported Building 7 falling 23 minutes, and it's a fact. 23 minutes before it fell, or it was demolitioned. So people, you need to wake up. This is a normal American. I'm a convicted felon that changed his life around, and is just obviously, I'm in college to educate myself, and once I started to see what's really going on with America and the world. America's fall has an impact on the entire world because everybody in the world is tied to our dollar one way or another. If our currency falls, currency's currency, it will all fall. I don't give a damn how strong you folks think China is. We gave them our fucking economy. We gave it to them. All we have to do is tell Walmart don't buy not one more product from China, and it will kill their exports because that's all they've got. And it would crumble their economy. So, you need to ask yourself, why did we do this? We did this to fuck the balance of power switch. Now we're realizing China may have been the wrong group. Folks, I just ask you to please think about everything that I've said. You can look everything I've said up. It is fucking fact. America is ready to become a police state. The economy, the dollar's going to fall. It has to, because if we kill the currency, then we kill the prosperity of, nations that are trying to come up. China, India, Africa. We got to stop it. So what's the answer? to these fucking elite fucking Anglo-American fucking white dudes that some of them are in their 90s and can't even talk, but they're still well alive, and they're still running the show. People, wake up, please. If you like this video, like it. If you don't, dislike it. If you have comments, please comment. But share this video, because I'm just an average dude with a minor education that figured this out himself. Not watching all these propagandists like Alex Jones or nothing like that. Yeah, I've watched a few. And but the problem is about a conspiracy theory, some of it's true or it would have never even hit the air to begin with. So, really, folks, wake up. We are headed, they are taking our rights away little by little by little by little to the point where it's going to be, we're fucked. I just hope that I can get a following. You know, I used to do music videos. I'm going to start doing these and spreading the message of enlightenment, because if you don't wake up, America, and just go on with this system like money's just going to be able to print forever, that we're just going to continue to have this debt until the quadrillions. It's not going to work, guys. So please, wake up. This is Rattlehead 50222, the Stuttering Reviewer Patriot, advising you to please wake up and listen, guys. And for that, everybody have a fucking good evening, and please research a few of these things I've said. It's all true. There's none of it bullshit. Look up the bills. It's there in writing. Rattlehead 50222, the Stuttering Reviewer, out of here, and God help us all.